Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael.
This is Cleve.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of Friendship Supreme, where the podcast that dares to ask, after taking an arrow to your knee, could you still be an adventurer?
I guess. I don't know.
It's a Skyrim reference.
Okay, I never played it.
It's a Skyrim reference. You randomly talk to an NPC and he says, I was an adventurer once, and then I took an arrow to the knee. And now he's a knight.
That'll call for
our guard. On today's episode, we talk about what exciting fictional video game worlds you would like to live in.
So, is he able to chase people as this guard?
I don't know, man. I think it's like an old football injury kind of situation.
So he just can't be on it long.
Maybe.
But then he stands guard?
Is the arrow still in his knee?
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure in that era of time, you would just lose the leg.
Yeah.
But I guess there's magic?
And there's also multiple NPCs that say this. Like, multiple guards will tell you this.
There was a war.
A lot of people
That
take
nobody
arrows to
speaks
knees.
of. Maybe they had these prototype shields that were really well done. And it it went in front of you and then over the head, but it just didn't cover from the thigh down.
I just imagine a hole in the kneecap, and that's just where everyone was aiming at.
Oh, you gave the shield a open hole
A vent?
for pooping?
No, for air vent. I would assume he needs to get airflow. I mean, you're in the Middle Ages and you're fighting dragons. At some point, things are gonna get hot.
I feel like if I'm fighting a dragon, I need that hole covered up.
Nah, dog. Nobody ever goes.
Do they
for the
breathe
knee,
fire?
but away from the knee.
So they blow it up.
Yeah.
Like the burp you did in my face?
This is the 7th intro we've done, and I burped in Clee's face on one of them. If you want to see that, join our Patreon.
We got bloopers.
Pay us money.
He didn't burp in my face, but he burped and then let it linger.
In my mouth because I was trying to hold it,
And then
started talking to Clee.
So, good show today that we got for you.
We're here for you guys.
What world would you like to be a part of?
So there's multiple ways you could look at this. Is it fun to be in? But you can't. So the caveat was that you couldn't be the main character, right? Cleve sent us all an email. We were all supposed to do homework. Stephanie didn't do it.
Yeah,
It's literally just the
No.
theme of this podcast. It's going to be Friendship Supreme, where Stephanie doesn't do her homework.
No, Cleve said it's optional.
So, but you didn't even read it. Anyway.
You said you didn't receive the email. Wait a second.
No,
You remember
we talked
that?
about it?
She
No,
said,
we
I
were-
never received the email.
Yeah,
People keep saying I'm not receiving their emails.
We talked about it in the general
Personal
conversation.
email, not work ones.
This is-
So, yeah.
we only use personal email.
The idea is that you are part of this world, but you're not the main character in this world. So you can't be Mario, you can't be Sonic, you can't be Link, but you could be the market guy in Zelda, or maybe one of the toadstools in Mario. The idea was that you're not taking over, you're just you live there now. That was more or less it. You had to think about what your job would have been and how you would have to interact with everybody else.
Can I open this while we're kind of thinking and talking about the best world to live in with what I think the worst world would be to live in?
Sure.
Can that go on the blooper reel?
No, that's
That's
standing up.
just thinking the whole thing. Just want to put it out there that I think the worst world in the gaming universe to live in is Katamari.
Wrong.
Can you imagine walking around and there's just a giant ball of garbage rolling over everybody?
then
Everybody
you
you've
get
ever
sucked up
loved or
into it?
anything you've enjoyed? It's just-
Wrong. The worst world to live in would be this one because I don't know how to escape out.
You could live it. Hold on, but you could live in it and just be on the shore. I mean, above surface.
But then eventually, don't they make it out?
Way towards the end, and it's just a couple.
There's too many.
Nah, dog. Like you can live on the surface. I'm gonna let you know now. In Katamari, you can't live anywhere.
Space.
No, because eventually you roll over the whole planet, and then I think you'd absorb it. Anything to please the king.
I can't remember. It's been so long. We should replay it. There's a co-op.
I have nightmares of it.
Of being rolled into a sticky ball.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be in Farmville? Can I just make my own farm?
It's a Little House on the Prairie.
You can do that right now in the Midwest. Like,
But it's
go
so
to-
much
go to
easier in
Idaho.
that video game world.
Hold on, it's easier for you, not for the people on the.
Yeah, you're
ground.
in the game.
You're in the game.
Yeah,
Doesn't
people
mean you
harvest
just-
my stuff for me. I don't have to do it.
But you have to.
You do the
Wow.
work.
Oh.
You'd be the little person when you click that button and the little person shows up and goes like this. That's you. You're. Although I guess it's the main character, so you're working.
No,
on a different
not when there's no main character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's you.
Like
Okay,
I
I
would
wanna
say,
do
if
that
you
then.
wanted to be in the Overwatch world, like there's not a main character.
You just wouldn't be into the heroes.
Right.
You'd be like the kid in the museum.
Right. So Michael, what world would you like to live in?
Man,
You didn't answer for me earlier.
I did. My smart alecky answer was Apex, because the idea of death means nothing in these types of worlds where you die and literally the next day actually the next round you're back in.
I'll accept Apex as an answer. And I'll even go as far as to say you could be one of the characters because you can't be a main character and there's no one else for you to be.
I have to imagine. Well, and here's my thing: is I have to imagine in that universe. While yes, we're able to play as like the 10 different people, and then in this universe, these games don't have just the. Because
Are you just that one person who's on the computer? Because that's the only other actual person I've seen that.
Well, I just meant like because if there's supposed to be 60 people in the arena, theoretically, while yes, it makes sense as a game goes to make it all the same 10 different people. There has to be more people that get dropped into this arena.
So there's just one Michael.
Yeah,
All right.
I just dropped down. Here I am. I shoot people
And get shot.
and get shot.
Okay. Are you just excited about the taking people's stuff when they're dead?
Hide around like a bush, like in Fortnite, and just kind of like weasel my way over, and like, oh, there's a loot box. I'd be curious how the loot box system works. Like, someone died and then a box just appears? Is it their
Box.
coffin?
Yeah, coffin up. For sure. It's got their name on it and everything.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of like a coffin.
Are you okay with living with being murdered and then coming back and then doing it again? Because that's a movie that Tom Cruise did, and I can't think of what the name of it is.
I'm curious. Groundhog Day?
No.
No, Tom Cruise.
That's not.
Oh, that is
They're like,
Edge of Tomorrow?
Maybe.
I think it's Edge of Tomorrow.
oh.
So you're
yeah,
good
yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think it's Edge of Tomorrow.
I think it'd be painful.
Yeah. The only way to die is horrifically. There's
Yeah.
no like, just old age.
But, like, you forget it, though.
But
Because remember, we talked about this. Because if you don't forget it, then you're waking up the next day and you remember that your teammate, that's now your teammate, was the guy on the other side that killed you.
what if you remember, but you just wake up on the ship and they push you out?
That's rough.
Or you're like, oh, I'm not the jump master, and then that person goes.
The idea of also having to just jump off a fighter jet thing all the time. I don't like heights.
So Apex is a world where it's a battle royale type of thing. Very much like Fortnite, if that helps anybody. But there's a ship that goes over the map. You jump off the ship, you jump down, you try to find guns before other people find guns, and then kill the other teams.
Are Fortnite and Apex the same thing?
Yeah.
Basically. Different styles to them, but yes.
You don't get to build in Apex and you build in Fortnite.
And
Fortnite's also geared towards a younger audience.
And in Apex, you have a first-person point of view, as opposed to Fortnite as a third person.
Which makes their marketing for their skins way better than Apex's, because you never get to see your skin in Apex.
And then they do dances in Fortnite.
They do. They do the flossing.
And other things.
We keep trying to get Stephanie to play with us, and she won't. She hates us.
People not. So,
I'm not good at games.
you can be, if you practice.
Sure.
I'm good
How are
at
you
like,
supposed to get good at them?
I'm good at like Spyro and Sonic. Mario.
Games where it's just you versus a computer.
Yeah.
And requires zero skill.
I can see the up, but I can see the down.
Oh, there's a lot of down.
Like, with mine, I thought about Sims. Nice and safe there. But what if I'm being, like, controlled by a jerk that doesn't let me pee?
You know how many casualties happen in Sims every day?
Well, in
More
Sims,
than Apex.
you just pee your pants.
Yeah, but you also don't know how to climb out of a pool unless there's a ladder.
It's true.
And then I thought...
Oh, they fixed that, though. Now you have to build a fence around the pool to kill your Sims in the pool.
So you have to really try.
Yeah, because you can Sims can climb out of the pool now without ladders.
So that was the main problem. And then I thought about, like, Mushroom Kingdom or Hyrule. But then I thought, what if I lived at the time before, you know, the rebellion started and I'm just miserable because Bowser and Organon are in charge and just tearing the world apart?
Yeah, I mean, in Apex, like, the lore outside of the arena is that everything is war-torn and destroyed, so the only thing that keeps people happy is the fact they get to watch the Apex Championship.
Yeah, see, I think of, like, what if it's before Mario showed up and the world's just crap? And
Angry Caterpillar.
I'm like,
running all over.
I'm 60 years old before Mario shows up. And I'm like, well, thank God now, but where were you earlier?
What if you were in Sonic and you're in the animals?
I don't mind that.
You're still stuck inside the robot?
Yeah, but robotics creating jobs.
But you're a little tiny bunny and you're stuck in a mechanical bee.
But I'm working. I get to travel. Different worlds.
You're flying. You never flew before.
Right. This is... Everybody thinks Robotnik's a bad guy, but I kind of see where he's coming from.
And I'm the villain for saying Thanos was right.
I mean,
you're forcing.
Robotnik didn't kill anyone.
But you're forcing the bunnies to be killed, right?
Yeah, they're not killed. They're
saved.
working.
They get saved by Sonic.
Oh.
Yeah,
He puts them in the little container at the end and then squishes them.
And that's the good thing, too, is because if I'm in the machine, that means Sonic's already around. And I'll eventually be rescued. As opposed to...
But, like, will you die before you get rescued?
I don't know if they can't die, because then the robot stops working. And he doesn't want that. I imagine there's, like, a little place to pee and stuff, too.
And they're just Sims.
But it's nice in there.
So basically, the animals in Sonic have it better than the Sims do.
They have it better than people think. And then I thought Pokemon, but it's like, do I have to be like a bug catcher? Because that'll suck. Especially depending on my generation. If I'm Kanto, like $3 bucks. I know it's not 3 bugs. Everybody calm down. But it's not a lot. So I eventually landed on Parappa the Rapper. Because worst case scenario, I'm Parappa the Rapper's friend. And who doesn't want to be that guy's friend? He's such a positive light.
There's such terrible wraps around you.
No, man, they're solid.
Remember the egg, the chicken one?
It was a
The
good
cooking
song.
show?
It was a hard song, but it was good still. I feel like that's a safe, nice...
I don't know how long it would take me to pass my driving test, though.
Oh, that's the best part. That's the best part is if I'm failing, I just keep listening to the song. And I assume at some point I can go, I want to take a break.
Yeah, I thought
And come back later.
I felt like Animal Crossing, I feel like, could be a pleasant one.
Yeah. Except that one's in real time. So, 30 days is 30 days. If I can get something where I'm like, that's the only good thing about Hyrule. It will take me, I can live for like 600 years because days go by in like a 5-minute window.
But what happens if you end up being Garuda?
Then I'm a woman. Okay, with gender equality.
But
I'm
like,
swapping.
you don't know what their life expectancy is.
Well, yeah, but the days go by so fast. I've
Well,
got to live to be 100.
Like, I hate heat, but imagine if I was a Goron and I was just stuck on volcano mountains.
I could see that. But then you could just roll away. There were in other places too.
Yeah, that's
You can just go to the Hyrule Castle Market.
Yeah, but then you got skeletons jumping out of the ground.
That's
you
true.
got-
You gotta.
You got Ganon being a real jerk. At one point in time, the moon's trying to eat the earth.
But if you're the Gordon, yeah,
Goron?
yeah, then you just get your little Sonic the Hedgehog spinny thing. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Hmm.
You're nice and safe.
I do like them. They're
They're-
enjoyable characters.
They're one of the better ones. I think that whole world is enjoyable, but I mean, do
Yeah,
you want to
no.
live under the Ganon campaign?
There's a lot of worlds that would just be terrible. And a lot that would be great. Like Grand Theft Auto, great for the protagonist,
Yeah.
not great for everybody around him.
Yeah, and because see, I assume that if you went to the Mushroom Kingdom, you wouldn't be a Koopa.
Presumably,
You would
not.
be
You'd
like,
a Toad.
yeah. Unless I chose, can I choose to be? Can I be an evil Toad? Then I choose the Mushroom Kingdom. Can you imagine? Why has that not been a villain yet?
Yeah,
I'm completely down for that. This is the Toad that's like, you left me here for 6,000 years, and now I'm angry and I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm funny. Yeah, but I'm good with Evil Toad. There's Toadette, which Toads don't have genders. I don't know if you ever heard that,
yeah.
but there's a Toadette, and she's pink and has
Only one.
pigtails.
Smurfette kind of situation. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't think of a one that's like just genuinely beneficial to you as like a side character.
I think I didn't want to say Pokemon because it's the most obvious one, but I think Pokemon would be the most fun.
Because it just means Pokemon are real.
Well, I mean, even if you just work your normal job, your little Pokemon buddy, you work your normal job, and they help you do stuff. And
So BioShock would be interesting depending on the time you were there. So if you were there before things went bad,
south.
but like you could still have all those like fancy enhancements, like that'd be kind of cool. Like shooting fire out of your hand, like yeah.
Yeah, but I don't need to be underwater in a place where everybody can shoot fire out of their hand.
What about a Lego game? Because in a Lego game, nobody can die.
I was thinking about the Lego game.
You just get rebuilt.
You just get rebuilt, and like
I want like Harry Potter Lego game.
your imagination is all that stops you. It's like a Green Lantern situation for everyone.
I think the most logical one to be in would be just the Lego movie Lego game, but
I want Harry Potter.
Tell us why you want to be in Harry Potter, Stephanie.
I want magical powers.
You're over there wanting to participate, but you don't want to participate. Participate, Stephanie. Commit. Could the Mortal Kombat one be interesting?
Matt Valdez actually watches this. Or he was listening to it. I told him there was a YouTube.
yes,
You know what I
and
mean? Like
no.
all the fighting ones, I feel like could be interesting because really you're just getting a show.
Yeah, are you just the person in the stands
Yeah.
sitting next to? I can't remember his name. The guy with the skull helmet.
Shao Kahn?
I thought that was. No, that was Shang Tsung. Okay, so yeah, Shao Kahn. Are you just the people in the stand? Like,
Yeah.
Because I thought about Street Fighter too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're just the guys in the back like this. While Guile's beating the crap out of Blanca.
But I also imagine like I'm like, hey, you gonna get an autograph? And he's like, get out of my face.
No, they were super nice people on the outside of according to the movie.
Pretty sure Scorpion wasn't a super friendly guy.
I don't think anybody's like, hey, like, Scorpion, high five! Because like you high five and then this thing comes out and it just shoots through your hand and
And now I got one hand, and it's the left one, and I do nothing with that. I high five with the right.
but you'll have a story to tell. There's just a hole.
The story is me going to the fight, not losing a hand.
But like, yeah, all those situations. Like, can you imagine going to the Tekken one and seeing a koala bear fighting another man?
I just imagine it's a real The Boys situation where they're all jerks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're all probably jerk asses.
What about the Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap would be interesting, but that would just be the Pokemon world because you can't.
Yeah,
replace
because
them.
basically you can't be Todd, so you'd just be the guy that develops the film.
Sure. I'll be a film
One
developer.
of the aides.
Can I be the one that rates it, or does Professor?
That's true. Someone is rating all these.
I want to be the.
Is it supposed to be
I
Todd
thought Oak
rating?
was
Or
rating
Oak?
them,
Maybe. If Oak is, you
but I guess
can't be.
Oak's not a main character.
He's not a main character.
You know what sounds like a horrible world is the Halo one, because nobody survives except for the main guy, Master Chief.
Yeah, nothing's good.
Well, I mean, even being a soldier, that would be fine, but, like, none of them live. Remember in the first one where they're on the ship and it crashes, and the entire ship dies? And he's like, oh, what happened?
Ooh, I know what world. Echo.
The dolphin? Yeah. You're just one of the fish?
Yeah. I just live in the ocean.
Alright, fair enough. I never got past the first level in that game to tell you anything bad about it, so I guess that works
Neither did
out.
I. So I'm living in the first
in
level.
Tetris, are you always the block that's in the next field? Like, you're never the one that's coming up, but you always have to switch. So, like, one time you're a straight line, then the straight line goes to play, so you switch to being a cube.
So you're
Yes,
always
but
like
only if
batter
it's
up.
painful. Only if they're, like, bending you into the shape that you need.
Absolutely.
I'm okay with it then.
Who are you in Dr. Mario? The drugs? The person that's having to take all the drugs?
Yeah. The overprescribed patient. Doc, no, really, I feel good. Like, no, here you go.
What about, like, Portal? Who would you be?
Those little robots.
Oh,
The
poor
turrets.
These poor bastards.
I still love you.
If I'm The Sims, can I be... there's a little hamster that they have in The Sims 4. Can I be that hamster?
I don't think you get to choose, though.
He's not main
But then
character.
how do we know where we are?
Right, that was my point about, like, Zelda. Like,
So you just have to look at the options and
yeah,
say,
like,
is it worth
what is
it?
Right, you could be...
So if we hit a randomizer and you were like, well, that's what I'm stuck with. All right, fair enough. So you got to look at all of them and say, no, that would suck.
I
But
feel
then
like The Sims would be that bad, because...
maybe I would just be in Pokemon. I would just work in the market. That's nice and safe. I'd never leave, though.
Like a Nurse Joy
I
situation?
never leave. I never leave.
You don't ever get to go bathroom, nothing. You're just...
What if I'm the person there shopping and I'm like, I just don't know what to get?
That'd literally be the best. Your whole life is just sitting in a market staring at the wall like...
Looking at all the cereal going...
At some point in time, some little kid comes in next to you and you're just, like, repeating everything on there.
What if you're in Candy Crush? Who would you be?
The candy that's being crushed.
Yeah.
But they're the main characters.
There's no main character in mobile games. That's what we decided, I think.
Well, Candy Crush is a little bit different because they give you, like, that little girl.
Oh, do they? I've never played it, so
No.
I'm familiar.
They make characters for it. But, I feel like if I was in, like, the Kingdom Hearts, I would end up being one of the Heartless things, and I don't want to do that.
But, like, Uncharted, like, that world, there's... I mean...
That
You're just a
one's
normal
not
person.
It's just
There's
a world.
nothing... Yeah, right. This is a normal world.
They go to, like, Africa and India, and you're like, I live in Arlington.
I'm just living my life.
Did you hear on the news? Like,
But then you have places like God of War where, you know...
yeah, and if you're not the main character of that game, you're dying.
Yeah. That's what you really have to think about first off, is just, how can I not die? Or if I die, do I get to come back?
I want to be in Spyro. Whatever world that is.
And what character options would you have?
I'd just be one of the dragons that's just, like, hangs out.
Or
That Spyro comes and talks to.
are you those little dragonflies that fly around bothering the dragons?
Doesn't Spyro... Oh, wait. No. Doesn't Spyro eat... No, butterflies. He eats some sort of bug.
Yeah, I can't remember which one.
But, yeah, there's a little firefly that just, like...
And all sports games should just be someone in the crowd. I
That
guess it'd be
sounds nice.
kind of cool.
That's if you pick your favorite sport. Do you get to pick your favorite sport, or are you just
can
a sports
accept it.
fan
Well, that's...
and you have to watch cricket? I don't know the rules.
That's rough.
I just know that guy hits it and everybody gets excited. So I get excited because I'm in the atmosphere.
What if it's, like, Wii Sports, though? You just pick to be one of the...
You're just the person behind the person bowling. Because the Wii the Mii's are characters based on what the person created.
Yeah.
So you have to be the person back here. It's like, oh. Oh. I can do that.
Can you
That's not
imagine
bad.
being like, there's like, I don't know how it goes for you in Madden, but sometimes in MLB, I go like 18, 19 innings. Just imagine just being there, just like, God, let it end.
But when it ends, I'm just going to be in another one.
True.
And you know what? Sports games might be purgatory hell.
What happens? Okay, so what happens when in the next year a new one comes out? Do you just get sit on the dust like you no longer played?
What if you're this baseball fan, but like the person playing is like a huge Dodgers fan, and you just have to watch all those games?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't put that into perspective, did you? You just thought about watching baseball. You didn't think about watching the
I
Dodgers
watch
play.
the Dodgers all the time. I'd probably
Double
get bored.
Dodgers? Dodgers versus Dodgers? You're just watching the scouting.
Like all-star Dodgers versus regular Dodgers.
Yeah, live in that world for a minute.
It's a rough world. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a world that we think that like is perfect?
Nobody dies in Pokemon. Pokemon die. But I've not seen people die.
Yeah, but other than Pokemon existing, it's pretty much a normal world, right?
I guess.
Except for you can't ride your bike wherever you want.
That's true.
Well,
You know me, I gotta get my cycling in.
What's that game where you have to?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Nope.
You didn't know the name either.
Definitely not a
At least I had an answer.
The game. I don't know what it's called, but you live in a house that.
Hubert.
What?
You live in a house.
That your family member left to you to get away from it all.
This sounds like a horror
Animal
game.
Crossing.
What?
You talking about Animal Crossing?
Maybe, I don't know. What is Animal Crossing?
Well, keep going on and describing your game.
And then you like build stuff and farm. I'm gonna look up Animal
Harvest
Crossing.
Moon?
Harvest Moon, that's what it is.
I had no idea.
At Harvest Moon, you get to court women. Multiple.
Alright, change my answer. But
Are
what
you-
if you're the woman? Change my answer again.
Animal Crossing, I feel like would be super chill. Although I don't know, do I get to understand all the other animals around me?
I don't know, man,
And
'cause-
am I stuck with the crook that is Tom Nook?
I don't know, man, because I had tried to play that game, and it's so boring. I feel like if I was my real life, oh my god.
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Animal Crossing's for me. I'll just go to Katamari Damacy and let it all end.
Yeah, I know that's when
The
I want to
sweet
go.
release.
That's where I'm at.
The sweet release.
Isn't there like, but in that world, isn't like the first level that you don't have to absorb it all, right?
Yeah, no, it progresses. So within like, I think it's within like 30 days, your entire world is absorbed by the Katamari.
What if you're in the What if you're the last stage character? You're like, oh, what a beautiful day! I'm so glad I'm alive. And what is this?
It's a giant.
You don't even get to live the whole game. You just get like the last
one
level.
last level. It's rough.
It's life, man.
I wouldn't want to be in like. Well, you know what? Maybe Minecraft. What do you think about like something like that?
Those zombie things.
The creepers.
They explode.
Yeah, they do.
You just,
But,
like, have to
they're-
like not go outside.
But
at night.
really, they're chasing the other guys.
That's also a horror movie.
I feel like they're just chasing the main characters.
I
They
mean,
chase-
so then am I the zombie?
Oh.
Or am I one of the pigs? Or a cat?
What if you just like live in the world of Titanic?
Is that a game?
Yeah.
So,
There's actually like 2 Titanic games. One of them, it doesn't make sense why it's called Titanic. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but it's not Titanic.
and
But
the
there is a
next one?
computer game for Titanic, where the whole point of it is to
Get off the ship?
no,
That seems like the whole point.
you're like solving a mystery on the ship.
Are you talking about Nancy Drew?
No. Also, Nancy Drew world, cool.
Would it? Because a lot of weird shit's happening constantly. And you're not solving it. It's all happening to probably people you know. And possibly you.
You really got off the rails here.
Nancy Drew feels like it could have been a legitimate choice, but I'm just saying.
I feel like Mario, you're just the person in the normal world as he goes off into the Mushroom Kingdom. There's like his
I feel
name.
like if you're not the person, you're just in a normal world.
Well, not necessarily. Because it
it's
depends on
Halo.
the setting.
Yeah, again, Katamari. Yeah,
I
you're
choose
living your
Echo.
normal life until something comes rolling all over you.
I choose Echo. I'm gonna be a fish in the sea.
You know
Dolphins
dolphins eat fish.
And I did it with the left hand.
They don't do it. I don't eat all of the fish, so I might still have a chance.
Eventually, at some point, he's gonna get hungry.
If you were in the Overwatch world, what character would you be?
So saying, like, there's just people on the outside of the. Yeah, I mean,
So
again, life just sucks for you. Like, that's just it. Like, all these hero games.
Constant poverty.
Life sucks. Things are constantly being destroyed. Let's imagine you live in Kings Row. Every other day, your home's getting just demolished.
What if I'm in the gang?
You could be in the gang. I can't remember their name right now. Is that what you said?
The Saints?
In Overwatch?
Saints Row.
Oh. Man, they are nameless characters that constantly get murdered.
I mean, it's better than my house getting demolished every day. At least I got family.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a racing games. I feel like is the safest bet.
I don't know, man. Like, what if you're driving and someone hits you going 200 miles an hour?
NASCAR? The sport. Then we go back to sports. Sports is the safest. I mean, it might be a perpetual hell, but
What if you're in Mario Kart and you're just trying to get to work, someone hit you with the shell? You don't want to live that life.
you imagine a blue shell going past the first place person and just smacking the crap out
But
of
see,
you.
you're never the main character, so you'll never be in first place. So you're good. But the green shells, those mindless beasts, they hit whoever.
Just banana peels littering the entire freeway.
Yeah. No. I thought about the Smash Brothers world, but there's not really any other characters. There's like a couple stages where the stands.
Spectators.
Oh, I want to be the semi truck that's in the Mario Kart world. There's like a obstacle course or the penguins. They're just out there having a little
Toad's
fun.
Turnpike is what you're referring to.
Huh?
I believe Toad's Turnpike is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Just the guy that runs over the characters.
No, because like, can you imagine the insurance rates?
But I'm pretty
What
sure at
happened
that
to you
point,
this week? Oh, I hit Bowser.
at that point, one, that's just hitting turtle, and
With spikes on the shell.
turtle's a turtle, man. And it's an 18-wheeler.
You got 17 wheels?
Yeah, you're good. Every time I've seen an 18-wheeler with a blown tire and it's just riding like this one tomorrow, no, it'll be okay.
What about Toe Jam and Earl? You're just the kids that you have to save?
Do they save them or do they kidnap them?
No, they're sending them back to Earth.
Oh, they are, because they got to the planet somehow weirdly.
What about the choose your own adventure games? They're not really choose your own adventure, but they're the type of game where like the person gets to choose what option they have, and it changes the whole game. Like a
Can you
butterfly
imagine
effect.
living your life and then all of a sudden just everything changes because they said no to a candy bar?
Like,
Wait, I had a wife, I think.
I had a candy bar.
Can you imagine like a Skyrim situation where you're sitting there and someone pickpockets you and you're just like, oh, I had 10,000 gold in my pocket. What the hell? Like, that's my life savings.
Or you're like Assassin's Creed and you're like, today's a lovely day.
God, there are some really bad
Rough
scenarios.
ones out there.
There's not very many good ones.
You can't be in Grand Theft Auto because you could just be the person who randomly gets mugged.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm gonna choose The Sims. Because The Sims, like...
I don't give you a ladder.
Huh?
I wouldn't give you a ladder. You just have to swim.
Then I would come back to life. Those characters just keep coming back to life.
If I remember The Sims, the last time I played it, which was the first Sims,
Sims don't ever come back to life.
once one dies, that's it. It's as real as it gets.
Well, then you get to a new save game.
That's why you don't ever make it a people you care about. Unless you plan on letting them live. Okay, question. If you're living in this world, do you get cheat codes?
Where would you have gotten the cheat codes from?
I don't know.
Okay.
You
But
stole
in
them from the main
Sims,
character.
people use cheat
You want to be a
codes all
little
the time.
Pikmin?
Ooh, little Pikmin.
They get eaten a lot.
Yeah.
They're super expendable.
It's just not a good scenario, guys.
But if I was in The Sims, I'm not being controlled by a person. I'm just one of like those NPC characters.
You think you're not in control, but you are, which is real life.
I'd be like a Nancy Landgraf situation. She's like in every single Sims game ever.
She's saying things I don't understand.
I don't know what you're
like
talking
it.
about. I believe you
One bit.
because I have the lack of knowledge to question it.
But she's just a Sim that's in the world, not being
Oh.
controlled by any other character.
That's the main character.
She's just a Sim in the world. She's not being controlled. She just shows
But
up.
she's
You don't
in
get to
every
choose.
game.
Randomizer says no.
If she's in every Sims game, that sounds like a main character.
All the non-player characters are in every game, I think.
I guess that's fair.
We've lost our energy. You right over there?
My chest is hot.
Those wings?
Mm-hmm.
Still got you?
No, I can just feel it like.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any good universe like solid. Just no matter what, everything's gonna be fine. But I like to think that, like I said, Apex has proven that the mechanics in that world, you come back no matter what. Like you die, it's no big deal.
Yes. They can't not, right? I like to think it's just like a laser tag.
But eventually, wouldn't you just be like, I want to die now, and you can't?
Yeah.
That also sounds terrible.
Again, there's no
But you also
good
don't
scenario
age.
here. So, I mean, maybe I win one time and get lots of money.
And then you revamp and don't remember any of it and
No,
go right
sure.
back in.
Man, that's rough. But I mean, what good scenario is there in these
if I'm
games?
Overwatch, am I just the person getting escorted in the car?
Yes.
That sounds safe. That car can literally not be destroyed.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just either I make my appointment or I don't. Done. We've decided.
That's the safest route.
Overwatch it is.
Or
That or
Animal
Pokemon?
Crossing, where you just live a nice, normal,
Boring life.
boring
Yeah.
life.
At least in this one, I can go look out the window and go, man, it's going down out there.
Pokemon also is, again, it's a safe choice.
As long as they don't attack me.
I don't think Pokemon have ever.
I don't know, man,
rebelled.
because Guard of War can create a black hole. I don't need that near me. That's one of her Pokemon entries is like, it can create a black hole and it'll do anything to defend its trainer. I'm like, if someone steps on my shoe, I'm like, hey, get out of my way, man. And it's like, okay. welcome to Purgatory.
I mean, it's one of the safer worlds. I don't. I mean,
You just be
there's
super nice to everybody. I
there's-
guess everybody in that world's nice except for,
Rocket.
yeah. Only if I can be a school, the team school, will I do it. Stephanie doesn't get the reference. Stephanie doesn't get the reference.
That's why it's hard to be a part of this episode, because I don't know a lot of video games.
If you played with us, you would.
What about Duck Hunt? I guess you'd be the duck. Never mind.
You just keep putting yourself in scenarios that are ending terribly.
Harvest Moon, you don't end terribly.
Maybe I'm the guy that shoots the frisbees.
What about Pong? You can just,
You the wall?
I'm just the ball. Okay, I'm choosing Sims. I'm gonna take my chances. I could live a millionaire.
You good?
Or you can be a ghost in Sims too.
I did not know that. It's
What if
balls.
you're in like Spider-Verse?
Based on a movie.
No, one's not though.
Oh, the Web of Shadow thing? Yeah, but then who am I? Just a New Yorker?
You live in a world where superheroes exist.
Yeah, I don't get to be one.
Yeah. You can be plastic, man. I'll let that happen.
Wrong universe.
No, I know, but like that kind of concept, like the
I get to be a lower level.
crappy superhero.
But is there any superhero that's not a main superhero? Like, I feel like
Yeah. What's the X-Men's name that his superpower is literally that nobody remembers him?
Remember Me Not, something like that.
Yeah. That is right. I think it's Remember Me Not.
I mean, Deadpool got like 3 superheroes in his show because no one wanted them.
There you go.
I don't want to live in a world where Domino's logic exists.
You don't believe in luck?
Not to that extent.
Well, I mean,
We're going to be bent to her will? No.
she's not physically doing it. It just happens.
No, because a Ferris wheel's going to fall on top of me just so that she can make sure she gets up to the tower she needs to get to.
Then you were unlucky.
But yeah, no, so I don't know. Other than Cleve's solution of staying inside the limousine, I don't see a
And I imagine that
situation.
there's like champagne and stuff back there.
I imagine it's the finer life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
absolutely.
cater. They stop at drive-throus. Yeah, no, it's fine.
In Animal Crossing,
It's just a really boring life, but I guess
Very
you're alive,
simple
so
life.
you're right.
Except, can't you get like kicked out of your house or something?
Tom Nook will kick you out. But you're not paying your bills.
I'll just pay my bills.
All right.
You get your rent when you
Tom
fix
Nook
this goddamn door.
Tom Nook don't mess around.
I'll pay my bills. I can do that now. So I'll just have my normal life just on a farm.
With a bunch of talking animals.
Yes.
So you're a Disney princess.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no safe world. Except for those two options. And then Sims could weirdly... we're not sure what's happening in Sims.
You can be a ghost, apparently.
Yeah, you could be a ghost.
You're a vampire now too.
Let us know if we missed any positive worlds. Because we talked a lot about negative worlds.
I feel like Rapper the Rapper was good.
Rapper's not bad, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Or, I mean, like, I don't want to keep going, but like Guitar Hero, I just get to be at a concert all the time and hear good music.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing as sports.
Eventually
You're going to get to a point where, like, just stop!
But are they playing the same song?
Yeah, the same 30 tracks are loaded into that game.
But at least,
And most of the time, someone's probably terrible at it. So you're just listening to really bad music.
well, then it'll end soon. The sweet release.
The concert never ends, man. Just another terrible person gets up there.
It's like it's like tryouts, basically. It's like American Idol. And you're the judge.
It's like watching football and all the guy does is throw Hail Marys the entire game. Like, what is happening? Why?
But-
It's 4th and 20!
But when that guy makes it, you'll be like, it's a good pass. It's a good pass.
There's a video game where it's just a bunch of cars crashing into each other and trying to kill each other.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. I want to do that one.
I don't think you understand what hell comes upon that world because there is twisted psychopaths.
But just like Apex, you come back.
Yeah, you just keep coming back.
Sure.
And then you get to wreak havoc.
I don't want
all
to live
over-
in a world, however, where there's a man that's fused with a giant two giant wheels.
Is he fused with it? I thought he just held on to it.
Well, maybe he does. That changed my whole opinion of
Have you
Axel.
thought this whole time that he was like melted to it?
Yeah,
I just assumed that's how he steered, like a big motorcycle.
you were just exposed.
Yeah.
That's a terrible choice.
Yeah.
I assumed he was a motar. Anyway, let us know what you guys think is a good world to live in down below.
You can reach us at our social medias. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. They are all Friendship Supreme, except for Twitter. Twitter has no eyes because all eyes are right here. There's a Snapchat. Check it out. Maybe we'll snap you something fancy.
Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon. We are not able to do this without spending money, and we would like you to help.
Yeah, like this electricity we got going.
There's so much electricity right now. If you guys want to check it out, there's all kinds of cool perks, and hopefully we should be downloading a bunch of content to it soon. This has been another exciting episode of Friendship Supreme. I'm Michael.
This is Cleve, and maybe you nerf this. I don't know. Maybe you don't.